Remember when I was telling you about playing in the mud with the strip till unit?
There's a spot I almost got stuck. The rest of the field looks pretty darn good. Good morning. Hello everybody. Welcome back to Farming with Cows. It's another day in planting season 2024. I'm about to start the 245 up, the 1230 mounted planter here, Case IH of course, whoop whoop. It's just waiting for me. Lots to do today, hopefully, fingers crossed that things go well. A little chance of rain today, actually like in 20 minutes, but we're hoping that goes away. The sun's starting to peak, so we should be in the clear, but we actually have a bigger chance. The major push right now is because we have 2 to 3 inches expected in one day here at Tuesday, and it is Sunday today. Yeah, Sunday. So we've been pushing hard last couple of days, but again we were delayed because of a 4-inch rain, and now, like in the way beginning, and now we're expected to have 2 to 3. So we gotta get going here. Oh, it's gonna be a rough go, but I think we're gonna get a lot done. So hopefully we can do that. Had to make sure that the compressor is turned on so that when the rows say they're not planting with the automatic shut off, that actually happens. Because if that's not plugged in, ask me how I know. Then no matter where you plant, no matter what the screen says, even when it says you're not planting, it's shutting them off, it's actually still planting. Had a little oopsies in a prior field the other day. I didn't notice that wasn't on right away, so no matter what the screen said, it said it was working like normal, but actually, nope, not the case. We were overplanting. Anywhere where it picked up, the rows wouldn't shut off like they should. So good to go here, just all these little things. I'm excited for today, woo woo.
Check-in levels of the 1034O, again liquid fertilizer, 10% nitrogen, 34% phosphate. There we go, this side shows it. We're good to go.
Got enough seed as well. Should be good for a little while there. Depending on seed size, 2.5-ish acres. It's usually like 2.5-ish acres per box, but all depends. Not sure if I really explained this on other videos. Most people probably already know, but this is where the 1034 comes out. All right, y'all, finish that field. Time to move across to the next. Hoping, again with this mounted planter, if you watched the previous video, I already broke a U-bolt. So things like that really scare me now. But you just gotta make sure the ground's even on both sides, but you can't always guarantee that because it's ground, so, but we got it. Quick little pass on to the next one here. Gonna start this one up. lot of rain. It's a lot of rain that's going to keep us out of the fields, and it's probably going to keep us out of the fields for corn for good. So we are not completed with our acres for corn 2024, but if we get this rain, we will not, before the deadline, you know, if we're out of the field, as long as they, you know, if we do get that much rain, we're just gonna have to call it and switch to beans for good. So that's a bummer. There won't be as much corn this year. My corn's my favorite, and I like that we have a variety of crops. So if we put all beans in, it scares me a little bit, but we do have a lot of corn in, so we'll be okay. But it's just a little bit of a bummer because everybody wants to get their crops in, right? You buy the seed, you want to use it, you got all the fertilizer for it, got to use it. But anywho, that's the biggest bummer, the rain, but not actually the biggest bummer. I don't know, what's worse? Our strip till unit broke down. Till unit broke down, and by broke down I mean it's done for the year. So maybe it's a sign, you know, the rain, and literally we can't put any more corn in. But no, we definitely can put corn in yet without the strip till unit. But again, that's what we do with this operation. We're no-till strip till, so it's gonna be different for us, especially me, to work the ground and then put the crop in. So we do minimal tillage, you know, if we gotta work up a patch that's over compacted or weeds or something going on. But otherwise we just don't. So it's gonna be different. We're thinking we're going to just work it once. So spread fertilizer on top and then work that in after and then plant, just because we're limited with time. What happened with the strip till unit, the hydraulic oil started coming out. Dad's tractor was so low that he couldn't move it out of the field, so he worked with it on the field, got it going again, drained it, whatever, did his thing for the tractor, but it wasn't getting enough, obviously, oil to the unit, the strip till unit, and the motor blew. So the motor is done for, and it's probably a full day's work of fixing it. We don't have that kind of time right now because we're pushing to get the last few acres in that we can before the rain. So that's a bummer because, yeah, it's an expensive fix and it's a timely fix. So, and it happened on a Saturday, so that's kind of why we decided to do that route, because literally we couldn't fix it. People aren't really open Saturdays or what we needed, and we needed it in time. Dad's thinking some of the parts are like a week out, so that's not gonna work either. So we gotta keep rolling with what we can, what we got. So I might be digging later, I might be spreading fertilizer later, and it'll all be for the corn ground. But switching to beans soon. I'm excited to test out that new planter.
So yeah, knowing what's all going on, this is kind of bittersweet for me right now, you know? I might be looking at the last strip-tilled corn ground for 2024. I love this so much, you guys. So much. Watching the fertilizer tanks in the back there, making sure they're pretty all even. The vacuum, of course, back there, watching that gauge. Dad's working up a field that I'll be heading to next here with the planter. He came to help fill me up with seed. So I finished up that field, and then Dad actually went across this field, did this little piece, and is folding it up here, and he's going to take it to the next field, and I will start planting there.
Alright y'all, on to working the ground now. Whoop whoop. So yeah, different than the strips, that's for sure. Finding all sorts of mystery items out here. But mostly rocks, as expected, but driving a little bit slower, keeping an eye out. It's actually not that bad though, it's not real rocky, but yeah, it's just different. Working ground, of course. Time to fill up some seed. Running out, putting 12 bags in. That'll be good for a little while. So when we switch corn hybrids, we want to get it as low as possible. That's why I'm shifting seed all the time, up and down, and then when it gets super low, you gotta just switch to the next corn. Otherwise you're gonna have different hybrids across the field, and you'll see that. And when it comes to harvest time, it'll be ready at different times, possibly. So yeah. Y'all, I'm on the mystery field again. So far today, well, this just in. Add that to the list. A saw blade, a big saw blade was found. I found a pair of gloves, work gloves. I found a tape measure, old tape measure, but the full deal. Bunch of plastic again. Who knows what else we'll find in this field. Always on the lookout, not just for rocks. Combine definitely wouldn't like that stuff. Either will a still seed grow around or in that stuff. So goodness. Hopefully the equipment does not break down. Dad's gonna start spreading fertilizer and work it in. Dad's spreading fertilizer. We're running out of time and energy, but we gotta keep going before the rain, possibly tonight. So pushing hard. Pretty sure Dad didn't go to sleep last night, and I went to bed really late, like 2 a.m. or something. So yeah, but it's all part of it, right? Push before the rain. It's something, I tell you that. But anywho, so we are doing that, and Dad's spreading fertilizer, and then I think we're just gonna plant it. So it's kind of going to be like a no-till situation instead of strip or working, because again, we're just running out of time here.
Moving the residue cleaners down here.
We're dropping them lower because we're going to try to no-till this one without working it, without strip tilling it. Just going to try to legitly no-till it. So we're just moving those down so they can create a more of a row. Peek at the field here. It's so big. I love this field. So it actually looks exactly like if we were stripping it, but first, except the front, obviously, there are no strips. We decided to drop the residue cleaners down a bit, and that is providing that more of a strip look. It's pushing away that residue, creating a little bit of that, you know, deeper trench there, and then obviously seed goes in the ground, but there is no fertilizer right now on the ground or in the strip because our strip till unit is down. That's how we would normally do it, of course, with it banded in. Now Dad will be following the planter or whenever we get to it, but he's gonna spread fertilizer over everything, because if we did it prior to that, it was actually moving away. It was pushing away the fertilizer as it made the little trench there. So it does make sense to just broadcast it over the top when we're done. You know, it's just kind of one of those years because we are broke down with what we normally would do and do not have time to work everything. I don't really want to. We don't really want to work everything because it's been no-till for so many years, or strip till, you know, our ground. So it would completely change the dynamic if we did decide to go and work all these remaining fields. So yeah, that's kind of our plan here. It's all blurry for you guys, but Dad's spreading fert over there. Woo-hoo! Push before the rain. I think we're both on our second wind for energy, I swear. I know we are. Here we go. Field complete. Time to catch a little bit of sleep.